police pursuit in Kern County this morning ended in a gunfight with the suspect. The suspect was killed. 2 hostages were hurt. The crime spree started in the town of Ridgecrest, and it all came to an end 30 miles later on Highway 395, just north of Highway 58. And that's where KTLA5's Sarah Welch joins us live. Sarah?
Well, Mary Beth, a wild ride for sure through the desert this morning. A 30-mile police pursuit that involved a suspect firing at deputies and other motorists on the highway, all with 2 adult hostages packed in the trunk of his car. If you look behind me, you can see where it ended around 8:30 this morning with that gun battle in this remote area of 395, about 7 miles north of Kramer Ridge in San Bernardino County. You can see the swarm of officers here on the ground, and if we take a look at some footage from earlier from Sky 5, you can see the crime scene where the shootout occurred. The suspect again shot dead by a sheriff's deputy. The 2 hostages in the trunk were injured, and they were airlifted to Antelope Valley Hospital. Now, sheriff's investigators saying this all began about 5:15 this morning. A woman shot and killed. Another man shot multiple times at an apartment complex in the community of Ridgecrest. It's about 30 miles north of here. Now, after the shooting, the suspect, we're told, called a Ridgecrest police officer on his cell phone and told him that he wanted to go to the police station and kill police officers, but knew that they had too many guns and he was going instead to wreak havoc elsewhere. Joining us now is the Kern County Sheriff, Donnie Youngblood, to fill us in on what happened next.
Well, shortly after that, a deputy in the unincorporated area of Ridgecrest spotted the vehicle, attempted to make a enforcement stop. The suspect, of course, did not adhere to that, and a pursuit started, which ended up out here on 395 southbound from Ridgecrest. During that pursuit, numerous times, we don't know the total number yet, the suspect fired at oncoming traffic with shotgun and or handgun. Numerous times, the suspect forced vehicles off the roadway by driving into the oncoming lanes, and the officers were following this pursuit. At one point, suspect pulls over, and at that point, the trunk opens, and the officers realize that they may have there was 2 people in the trunk. There's a hostage situation, which changes the dynamic of what we do totally.
So what happened next? He pulled over, and somehow the trunk closed again, perhaps by the hostages in the trunk. But then he continued on.
He got back in the car, and the pursuit continued southbound. We got about 30 miles south of Ridgecrest on Highway 395. Again, the suspect pulled over, and this time he turned and he started firing a handgun into the trunk of the vehicle from the driver's seat. And officers from Ridgecrest Police Department, California Highway Patrol, and the Kern County Sheriff's Office engaged him in a gunfight and ultimately killed him.
So the relationship between the suspect and the victims at this point?
Well, we know that there's a relationship amongst all 5 of these people. We don't know the depth of it or what the relationship truly is at this point.
All right. Thank you very much, Sheriff. And again, we still don't know the motive, but we'll have more coming up later this evening. For now, Mary Beth and Glenn, we'll send it back to you.
Hey, Sarah Welch, live in Kern County. Thank you.